That is perfect.
Yes. We
got it now. Go for it.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Mikhala Barasa. I know I keep telling you I have an exciting guest today. Today's guest is the mentor extraordinaire, fitness expert extraordinaire, NGO expert extraordinaire, IT expert extraordinaire, mother of many, like she's all those things and all things wrapped into one with a ribbon on it. So I'm gonna let her introduce herself and then we get into the topic for the day.
Right, so all of it,
everything.
It might take 20 minutes to introduce myself.
Tell us.
But I am Priscilla or Chanda or Coach Silla, whatever's easiest for you to say. I am a digital transformation strategist. That's the day job. So I help large nonprofits figure out how to use technology in day-to-day and so on and so forth. Then the side hustles are many, but one of them is fitness coaching. And then I also do a lot of mentoring. I do a lot of coaching to some extent, and then I am a mother of two. I am a wife. I am a friend. A sister.
She's a wife of one. Like just in case you're
right now, one at the moment. When the law changes, we'll come back and have this conversation. I'm kidding. Don't tell him. But yes, that's me in a nutshell.
Okay. Meskia, have you heard? Simona, and I'm going to put the details will be here so that you start stalking even before the video begins. So now, today we're getting into a conversation on mentorship. And for me, this is an important conversation because, and I wanted to bring it here to my YouTube channel because it's one thing that has informed how I have curated my YouTube channel. So Coach Silla is my mentor. And she didn't know, she
for some time, I did not know.
For some time she
But
did
those
not
are the
know.
best mentorships.
She found out along the way, and I need to tell you this. So I used to work with this amazing lady called Nduko. Nduko used to be our head of marketing for a while. So when she was leaving the organization, that was in December 2018, I believe, or 2019, I can't quite remember. She told me something very interesting. She said, when you go to look for your next mentor, don't go with the thought in your head that, let me just go and ask her and say, I want you to be my mentor. She said, go have a conversation with them, like hit it off, look at what you have in common, look at what you don't have in common, look at areas that you think they can improve. Once like you figured it out, along the way you'll be like, I want this person to be my mentor, or no, this person is not the right fit. And I tried that with Silla, and here we are.
Those are my best types of mentorship.
Really?
I don't particularly find a lot of success with mentorships where somebody doesn't know me and they just come and say, can you be my mentor? Because half the time they don't know what I'm selling. So what are they asking me? Somebody will hear about me from somewhere and they'll be like, oh, I've heard you're a great mentor. I usually have very little success. But if somebody knows me, then they know what they are coming to buy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. So I really like the person who gave you that advice because I think that's the best type of mentorship where it's organic. You know what you're looking for in that person. You know what it is they can help you get to the next level with. And it's not just this is a popular person or this is a famous person or this person studied, I don't know, or they're CEO of something. It's more, I know what this person is offering. Because also mentorship is not just about, oh, my career progression or this part of life. It usually has to be holistic for it to work.
And that also informs the kind of conversations you have with your mentor.
Yes.
Because there's some mentors that I've had to drop a legal mentor because they did not understand the fitness part of it. Now I have gotten someone that I don't know her personally, but I think she's gonna be an amazing mentor because she's into fitness and she's into the law.
Yes. So when you say I can't attend this legal conference because I've already committed to this show for my fitness, your mentor's not looking at you like you're being unserious. They have to understand the whole thing. Yes. So get a mentor that understands the different aspects of your life in order to get you to the next level in that thing that they're trying to help you with.
And let's just begin with this, because initially I used to think that you only need to have one mentor. Then I need you to explain to us the importance of having different mentors for different aspects of your life, because you are a mentor. I have 3 mentors as it is, but I need you to explain to us why you think it's a good thing to have more than one mentor. Like you're not supposed to, you can have one mentor, but you don't have to limit yourself to one.
No, because again, there's no one person that knows it all. There's no one person that has everything that you need. So if you can find the different people to fit your different, you know, things, gaps that you're trying to fill, sorry, 1 second. There. I feel like you are in a far better position than sticking to the one person who might. So, for example, I have people who mentor me on the professional side of things. So I know this person understands my field. They can see where I'm going. But then I have mentors, like Mikala can be my mentor for fitness because I'm like, I've seen where she is. I need to learn from her how she got there in that particular sphere. Whereas if I now go to her and start complaining about some of my work things, she might not be able to connect with them as fully as somebody who's probably walked in those shoes. Some people do, some people are gifted, but I think it's just important to understand what you're looking for in a mentor, because that's the other thing.
It is.
Mentorship has become a buzz thing, and some people just want a mentor
for the sake of it.
For
the sake of it, yes, for the sake of it.
So you end up with, oh, but that guy has worked for X company, so I want him to be my mentor. What are you looking for from
what
guy
do you
X?
want?
Like what is it that he's going to help you with?
And I feel like also it's the way you're saying, different people from different fields, they help simplify different parts of your life.
Yes.
So it's the same way I can't say now my fitness mentor can be my career mentor, because she doesn't understand the law. She understands engineering. Like, I can't go and be like, oh, so Shital, there's this matter, and she'll be like,
yes. Like, you can be like, I have this thing that's happening in court, and it's like, okay. Like, even for me, I can help you more broadly in terms of career progression, but I don't understand enough to be the mentor for your professional life. Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, first of all, you need to tell them what you assisted me with on the mentorship, because me, I've already said.
Hello. This is why she is on your YouTube screen. We had a conversation, and honestly, I'm so proud.
Thank you.
Because we had a conversation over lunch, and the next thing I knew, it's launched. I'm like, wait, YouTube is already up. I missed this whole period. But no, she was on top of her game. Like, she came, she sat down, and she was like, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do. And
but you are not also very easy on the execute. Like, you are like, you must execute. I'm not sitting here and wasting my time. You must execute.
What's the point of planning if you want to execute? That's my theory. Like, oh, by the way, as a mentor, I'm not the easiest mentor. Like, when you come with something, and this is something you must demand from your mentors. Your mentors are not your cheerleaders. They are there to help you get to that next level, whatever the next level is, whether it's with your family relationships, whether it's your career, whether it's your passion. But they have to ask you the critical questions. If they're not asking you the critical questions, what are they doing?
They're not helping you.
They're not helping you. If they're just going to be like, yes, that's good, okay, that's good, do it, chances are you won't get the most out of them. But also, as a mentee, you have a responsibility to
deliver.
Be ready.
Yes.
Because like Mikala's saying, I'm not going to sit and spend an hour talking about your YouTube channel and 3 years later it's nowhere in sight.
Then we never see the light of day. I feel like, yes, I feel like it's just,
as a mentee, you have to know what you want, where you want to get to, and your mentor is just the next person that helps you, but the responsibility is normally on you. So like Mikala's channel, she got it up and running in no time, and as a mentor, I was just like,
we're doing something right. We're doing something right. We're doing something right. She's even behind on a few videos. I know some of the videos are like quite boring for her, but I'm just like, you have to watch them. You are my mentor.
She is so good at her videos. Like, I really like her videos because they're just like relatable. So yes, I will catch up. The thing is, guys, I'm not a very watching things person. So it takes me some time to sit down and actually watch, and I have very allocated time slots for watching stuff. So that's why I'm behind, but I will catch up. Now that she's called me out, I will catch up.
Yeah, she needs to catch up because we need to strategize for the next phase of this of this YouTube channel.
Great things are coming. Watch out.
Also, there's another thing that you said. Now mentorship is all a buzz. Like, it's a buzz. Yeah. I want to have a mentor for the sake of it. You talked about gelling, like you should gel with your mentor. What other things do you think I need to consider when I'm looking for a mentor, for a mentor?
So number one is, do they actually have the time? There's a lot of time demands on a lot of people, and they're a lot of us are people pleasers, so we don't say no. So you go to somebody, say, I want you to be my mentor, and they'll say yes, but they really don't have the time for you. So you have to gauge and see, does this person actually have the time? Are they willing to commit to this journey that we're going to go on? Because it's a journey. It's not a one day.
It's not a one day
sit
thing.
down. That's a coaching session if you want. But for mentorship, it has to be somebody who will dedicate the time, somebody who will have an interest. So that's number one. You have to look at, does this person have the time? Number two, we already talked about gelling. It's important that you can sit together. Number three, it has to be somebody you can trust. You can trust enough to be open and honest with, and make sure that you can put everything on the table. Because you don't want a mentor who you tell something and the next thing you're hearing it from
A, B, C, D, E.
Yes, or even just yourself, you're like, should I tell her that part of the job? Should I tell her that I actually answered my boss back? Will she judge me? So trust is also really important.
So if you start feeling like that about someone, be like, this is probably
because if I don't have the full details, I can't really then help you fully. So I have to be in a position where you can come to me and be like, my boss was a nightmare, but I also answered back, and I have to be willing to listen without judging you. Yes, so that then when we're figuring out how you deal with your boss, we have all the facts on the table.
Facts, and there's some accountability on your part by you telling your mentor. And I feel like mentors are actually the people that hold you accountable.
That's what we are. We're basically, like I was saying, it has to be accountability that we're here for. It's to say, so you're doing X, why you're doing X and not Y, and then help you think through whether you should go X, you should go Y, how do you get to Y if Y is where you find yourself. So yes, we're really more an accountability partner than anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you ever, like you said, have you ever had a situation where you'd had to either turn down a mentee or like drop them, dump them? Yes. Do you ghost, or like do you say like
no? I just say like, this is not working. I know, I'm sorry, but you see, you have to be fair to the person and tell them. But normally, even the mentee will start ghosting you when they see that the relationship is not working, that you're demanding too much, you're asking too much of them. They will start to dodge and disappear into corners. But for the most part, I've turned down people. Like, if I don't have time, I'm very honest and I say, I can't. I'm mentoring X number of people already. I can't add you because I won't be able to meet your needs. But it also depends on what type of mentorship you want. So I have different type of mentees. I have people like you who don't demand a lot of my time. Like, literally, you come to me when you have something you want us to discuss. Then I have some where we have months.
You had. I'm like the coolest.
Yes, she's the coolest. Who does not put me under pressure, does not stress me. She's always ready. Then I have some who need like a monthly regular schedule. I have some who I need to talk to on a regular basis because they have other issues aside from the thing we're dealing with that we have to like work through. So depending on what my mentorship workload is it mentoring workload is, there are times where I have to say, I'm sorry, I would love to mentor you, but I don't have time, and then we can try again in a few months if you still feel you need my
assistance.
Yes. And then in terms of if somebody is not delivering, I would dump you because there's that person waiting and you're playing games. I'll be like, okay, madam,
this is not free therapy.
We are not getting anywhere. And sometimes I'll recommend somebody else. I'll be like, I feel like where you are, this friend of mine would be a better fit for you. Sorry, forgive us. We have
give us a minute.
Yes.
Or a mentee.
Yes, but also one thing I've realized, and I want to spend a bit of time on this one, is that sometimes people are not looking for a mentor. They're looking for a sponsor. And let me tell you, especially when it comes to your professional life, and I know I shouldn't say this as a mentor, but sometimes a sponsor is actually far more important than a mentor. I will distinguish between the two. So as a mentor, I will help you, I will guide you, we will have conversations and so on. A sponsor sometimes doesn't even like you, doesn't even talk to you, but their job is to mention your names in those rooms that you don't yet have access to.
Oh my God, I need a sponsor.
You do. Like, it doesn't even matter. Work, you're a businessman. If you're a businesswoman, whatever it is, a sponsor is so key. Like, for me, that's where the doors open without me pulling too much weight. That person can be a senior manager. That person can be somebody who's like, Mikhala's selling ice cream. I know a big supermarket. That person should be that person who has connections to that supermarket.
Oh my God.
So you will be sitting doing your ice cream. That person should be in a meeting about something else and be like, by the way, if you're looking to buy high quality ice cream, this is the person.
I need a sponsor. I need a sponsor.
Yes. So I think sometimes people think they need a mentor when what they're looking for is actually a sponsor. Your job, if you're looking for a sponsor, is to get noticed. How do you get noticed? Quality. Like your work ethic has to be
impeccable.
Here, even higher. Then it becomes really easy to attract sponsors. Like I'm saying, sometimes these are people who don't even like you as a person, but they know that the service you're offering, the job you're doing is excellent and will benefit their other connections, so they will mention your names in those rooms.
Oh my God. See, yes. I'm already learning.
We will have the conversation afterwards.
We need to. Yes. Because now I feel like I need a sponsor.
You do.
I do. I need like four. One for my YouTube, one for my fitness, one for my career, one for my competitions. Like I do.
Like for my career, I've had sponsors that I didn't even know were mentioning my names in rooms until I'm invited in and I'm told, oh, X said, come and make a presentation. And I'm like, why would X talk about me? And that presentation leads to this award and that award leads to the next. You see what I mean? So sometimes it's not a mentor, it's a sponsor. Sometimes the mentor can be the sponsor, which is always the ideal. But
it's a perfect world.
Understand what you're looking for from whoever you're looking for things from.
Oof. That was heavy, and
that's why I wanted to spend a few seconds on it.
Can you like? I still
have. Why am I worried about what this is going? Yes.
Can you like? I'm a bit worried about like how do you, apart from doing quality work, what else can you do to get a sponsor? Maybe networking. Maybe how do you get in the right room with a sponsor? How do you get to that place with a sponsor?
So it can be various ways. I personally hate networking events because people are pretentious there and they pretend a lot. But I would, if I want to get noticed by somebody who I think can sponsor me, I have to find a way to connect with them. And it might not be in a networking event. It can even be something as simple as reaching out, but you have to understand who the sponsor is. And that way, and also please, before I even continue, don't waste those people's time.
Don't.
They are the most impatient people. If you want to get anything, you have to be clear on what you want. If they don't know you, figure out, research, understand what their strengths are, who their network, where their net worth is, and go to them with something that you know will strike or spark their interest. Yeah, so for me, like I've had, most sponsors I've had have noticed because it's been in the workplace, so they've seen my work ethic and then they get interested. But I've had one where I had to figure out what's this guy's biggest problem in life, in his work. Then help him fix that and get noticed.
That's a good strategy.
Yes. I'm going into a mentoring session and leadership session. I was going to say, this is another thing about communication. We're talking communication now. The one thing I learned about communication, whenever you want to get something from somebody, understand their pain points. Understand what their worries are, understand what their hopes are. And this is very textbook. But if, for example, I'll use an example of in the office, because most of us work, a lot of entrepreneurs, but for entrepreneurs, it becomes even more important to understand this when you're communicating. If I'm going to talk, let's say I have a project I want to pitch. When I'm going to my finance director, I cannot have the same presentation as when I'm going to my CEO, as when I'm going to my HR person, for example. You have to understand.
Okay.
Yes. What is the finance director's biggest problem in life? Making sure his accounts balance. So when I'm talking to my finance director about this project, I am using numbers. I am assuring him that he will not make losses because that's his biggest fear.
Wow.
Yes.
So I don't go to him with the Word document. I go with Excel.
Go with Excel. Have your numbers. Make sure his fears are covered. They are organized. They are sorted. Then he'll be listening to you, because if I just go with, I want to do this project that's going to cost $500,000, his immediate thing as you're speaking is, oh my God, where will we get $500,000 from? Where will we get 500? So he won't even be listening to you. But if you arrive knowing what his fears are and handle those, smooth sailing. When you go to the CEO, chances are he's more interested in, first of all, the money, but you've already covered that. But he also wants to know, how does this affect our business on the broad picture. So I'm not going to go to him with just the Excel spreadsheet. I'm going to go to him and tell him how this increases his brand profile, this increase. So just understand that whenever you're communicating with people, understand what their biggest fears are. If you can manage those, then understand what their hopes are. What is it they want? What is it they would like to achieve? If you can fix those two things, you will get the yes to everything you want to get a yes to.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, sorry, I digressed.
That's really good. And you see the thing about the sponsoring thing, now that I think about it, there's something I did last year, and I'm really proud of this. When Corona just hit, there was one of my mentees, and this was an actual mentee from Strathmore that needed some IT information. Okay. So I connected her to someone in IT, and she went
sponsorship,
and she told her friends. So I had like 13 people in my, and they were not even in my, they were in my Instagram. They're like, we need this information about this company, and some of them even listed the companies. Wow. So I was on LinkedIn constantly during that month, being like, okay, so who is Chomba? Okay, this is Chomba. Yes. I sent, I kid you not, over 20 LinkedIn messages. I think only like 5 or 6 did come back, and I ended up connecting them to those people. So I've been a sponsor.
Yes.
I've already been a sponsor.
Yes.
And I remember there's this CEO who asked me, why can't he come and ask me for the information himself? And I was like, that's a question, that would be a good question for your first meeting. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna talk to him. And at the end of the day, a lot of them ended up getting the information that they wanted. And I feel like I've already been a sponsor.
You are. While we're on LinkedIn, guys, please fix your LinkedIn.
Update your LinkedIn.
Fix it. It doesn't matter what you do. Student, I don't know, CEO, I sell mandazis. Fix your LinkedIn.
And you see
fix your LinkedIn. Look at other people, get keywords from them, see how they've done their profiles.
Just fix your LinkedIn. LinkedIn gives you good opportunities. And you see, Priscilla, people think LinkedIn is for Michael Joseph and the CEOs of Safaricom. Do you know one of the best performing accounts on LinkedIn is Francis Amonde, who's the head of Cup of Uji Foundation, the one that people contribute 10 bob to for him to be able to give Uji to children in Kibera and I don't know where.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what you do.
It does not.
Clean up your LinkedIn. You will thank us later.
You will thank us later. Me, I'm a LinkedIn geek. Like, I barely post on it. Yeah. But every Monday, I promise you, I am on LinkedIn. I'm looking at which is the latest article. And you see, sometimes I get to post those LinkedIn articles on my Instagram story. Because it's one of the credible ways to get information. And I feel like a lot of businesses are posting their experiences on Instagram.
Yes.
Which is the wrong approach.
Yeah. I think they're looking more at the market, their target market, than at the bigger picture.
I feel like,
because I'm like, if you want the money, fine.
Go to LinkedIn, and LinkedIn people almost never say no on LinkedIn.
The money is.
Yeah, I was actually reading an article, and I feel like I really need to get that article and put it in this video about this group of young people that are now shooting their shots on LinkedIn. Like, someone is coming to hit on you on LinkedIn. Yes. Okay. Yes.
I cannot connect to that.
Imagine. Like, I need to find that article. I don't know if there's a lady who said she hit on like a married person, and they're like, no, I'm already seeing
okay, don't use LinkedIn for that.
Yeah, but like,
but you will find the serious people there.
Exactly. Like, LinkedIn, nobody ever like turns you down or doesn't answer your message on LinkedIn. Especially if it's professional, they don't.
And if you use the right keywords, opportunities just come your way. Like, people start looking for you. Like, right now, I get at least once every 2 weeks, I'll get a request for a speaking engagement or for a job that somebody wants me to, is headhunting for. So fix your LinkedIn, opportunities will come. You can always turn them down, but at least there'll be that one.
Maybe your big,
that might get you
break.
To the next. Yes.
Maybe your big break is in LinkedIn.
So yes, LinkedIn. Sorry.
I think we've really belabored that one. Now, guys, hey,
a lot of you have nice, cute Instagram.
I know, and if you can go to
LinkedIn just once a week. We're not even asking for
once a week, and just take a nice professional picture.
Oh yes, that's important.
Like, please don't go.
Yeah.
This is not a post for LinkedIn. You should see my LinkedIn picture.
Wait, what's on my LinkedIn?
Do you have
No. Of course not. But I don't know what's there. But I know my background banner is representative of my work. Like it's literally me helping an old woman build a house, which is what I do.
That's nice.
For a living. Well, no, it's complicated, but it shows that I'm in that space of helping people, which is what my whole career has been around. Like every job I've taken has to do with humanitarian or development, or so that's my banner. And then you're right. And then I actually took a professional picture.
Professional picture. Like this one don't go to any like what's that studio in Hurlingham? Studio Mona. Like just go and take a Studio Mona picture. You know the Studio Mona pictures, the ones that you sit and you put your arms together and you smile. Those are the pictures for it. I'm not even kidding.
It's
like
true.
It works wonders.
It's true.
Anyway, but I can go on and on about LinkedIn. I'm a big LinkedIn nerd. Like
we'll have a session on LinkedIn and what to do with your profile. Deal?
Yeah, deal.
Have one of
I've
those.
actually done this with some students from Strathmore. I've actually had a session.
New YouTube vlog coming up on LinkedIn. With Mikhala, and we don't know who, but you will get it.
We will do it. LinkedIn.
Okay, so the other on LinkedIn also add the CV conversation on it.
We should,
because some of the CVs I see,
they're bad.
Guys,
you can't have your CV in Calibri.
Even if you're going to use Calibri, guys,
no, don't use Calibri.
At least have the right content. Don't tell me how you like cooking and cleaning. I don't care. I don't really care. I want to know what you bring to the business.
How you contribute to the overall.
How you would deal with my pain points. Those fears I was talking about. I need you to put your solutions in the CV so that when I see it, I'm like, this is the person that fits all my problems in my life.
Cheers.
So that episode, do LinkedIn and how to deal with CVs.
I need someone who writes CVs to do that. Okay. But the LinkedIn one, that one, I've got it. Like I'm a big LinkedIn nerd. I tell everyone, like if you don't have a nice LinkedIn profile, I can't date you. I'm sorry. It's a thing for me. It's a thing.
Okay, back to mentorship. I don't even understand.
It's a thing.
How somebody's, but it's a good point.
It's a thing. In fact, at the very least, shows you
all her crushes now know what they need.
There's one who DM'd me on LinkedIn. I'm like,
we're here.
Father of my future children. Anyway,
sorry, we're back.
Seriously, now.
What was the next question?
So my next question is, I would like to understand, there are some times that I would come to you with an idea and it's just really, really, really horrible. Sila, you're like, no, you can't, Mihala, you can't cook, so you can't tell me you want to be a chef and start selling mandazi. It will not work. I need to understand, because I feel like every time, even you have steered me, like, to take my YouTube channel or to do something in a different direction. You don't say it rudely. Like I sit and think on it and I'm like,
what was she trying to say?
She thought it was a bad idea. So I need to understand.
So that's a very difficult one. Because the general me, like if we're friends, I'm just like, that's a rubbish idea. You know you can't cook. What are you trying to do? But with mentorship, I don't believe as a mentor, there's such a thing as a bad idea. Chances are it's just misguided or misinformed. So normally what I would do is we'll have to have the conversation to understand why you think you should open a cooking channel. And by the time we're done having that conversation, chances are you will realize that you wanted to open that cooking channel because it's the in thing, or you have some insecurities around cooking that you're trying to fill, or so on. So as a mentor, my job is to guide you to understanding that this is not a great idea for you. I don't want to be that mentor that's just like, that's a rubbish idea, because I feel like that kills your spirit.
It discourages you.
And the next time you actually have a potentially good idea, chances are you already have so many doubts. So I'd rather we have the conversation and we agree together that this is not this is not
what we want.
Because a cooking show is not a bad idea in itself, but it's a bad idea for you because you can't cook. You cook like me. So I think it's about having the conversation, but also being very clear not to mislead the mentee into going down a path that will waste their time, because you're not helping them. I can't sit here and be like, you want to do a YouTube channel, and then I know that you will not get anywhere, and then I'm a miss. I have to get you to that point where we discuss and understand why you should or shouldn't, or how you can adjust. usually we end up finding that you needed to adjust. So maybe you wanted a cooking channel, and eventually you realize you just like kitchen utensils, so why not just do unboxing videos?
Exactly, of blenders.
Yeah.
Yes. You see, this also goes into among the initial discussions that we had. And I remember, because I had already shot something for Safe Border, you were like, make sure that is your first video. Put that up on your YouTube channel as is. Yes. Because it's something that you're familiar with and it's something that you already know. And I remember when I was struggling with content, because you asked me for ideas and I had like a few ideas, you were like, no, you don't need to figure this out now. I need you to put out, I need to see the consistency. Yeah. Like I need to see something so that you can build up on it, and then you can like curate it to whatever you want.
And that's one of the issues a lot of people have. I can see Mikala looking at her battery blinking.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're almost done. But that's one of the issues people have with mentorship. They want things to be perfect. They want their mentor to approve of everything before they take the next step. Listen, just do it. Just do it. It will
figure itself out.
You will get there. Have a plan, but you will get there. Don't be too stressed about perfection. Because a lot of people have such big dreams, big ideas, that they get crippled with not knowing where to start. It's like, oh, I want to do this YouTube channel, but I don't have a ring light, I don't have a camera, I don't have this, my background is not nice,
I cannot draw my eyebrows.
Oh, that too. But if you wait till you have all these things,
you will never get there.
It'll be like 3 years from now when you can save for new curtains, new decorations, ring lights. Just start with what you have and you will improve as you go on. I've seen a lot of YouTube channels where when you watch the first one,
like, even me, I'm watching my first video, I'm like, why was I outside? I've done it inside.
Yes, but that's growth, that's learning.
And you see, I heard somewhere that perfection is not a human quality.
No.
It isn't.
It's not even something to strive for. It honestly isn't. Like, no.
So you can't, it can't be perfect.
It won't. What does a perfect YouTube video look like?
Who knows? Who knows?
Doesn't. Just get started. Whatever your idea is, just go for it.
Okay. Should we end it here?
Do you have any other questions?
I have other questions, but
we'll do a part 2 one day in the future if we need to.
Yeah, we will. Okay, so
or you know what's even better? Let people ask us questions in the comment section.
Oh yeah, ask questions in the comment section below
to answer.
And then we'll come back to answer the questions as I give you more ideas on mentorship.
Not tomorrow, not next episode, but we'll come back.
We'll come back to you. And I really like this conversation because it's one of the things I'm passionate about. Mentorship, leadership, like women doing amazing things in our spaces.
Is this the part where you flex for us?
No way. No way. You need to pay to come to
us to see that. Please, can we have a shout out for the tattoo? The new
this is my new birthday tattoo for my new age.
She's shining and glistening.
Yeah, it says, God is greater than your highs and your lows. And your lows and your highs are smaller than God.
Hey, that's a lot in one tattoo.
I know.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry. So that was it for today, guys. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Drop us a comment in the comment section below of the questions you have on mentorship. Also like this video. Follow Chomba on Instagram. Don't ask her to be your mentor. She's mine and mine only. Like
I'm taken.
She's mine and mine only. Until we see you next time. Bye.
This was so fun.
It was lovely having you.
And bye.